There's a strange kind of pain that comes with seeing too much. You walk into a room and notice what nobody is saying. The forced laugh, the compliment that doesn't quite feel like a compliment, the person pretending to be confident, the relationship that looks perfect from the outside but feels empty underneath. And after a while, you start thinking, maybe ignorance really is bliss. Because when your mind is always looking beneath the surface, ordinary life can become exhausting. You can't just hear the words. You analyze the motive. You can't just enjoy the conversation. Part of you is standing outside of it, watching it happen. Why did they say that? Why am I saying this? Are they being real? Am I being real? And eventually, even a simple party can feel like a psychology experiment you never volunteered for. And here's where you have to be careful, because seeing more does not always mean seeing clearly. Sometimes it's discernment. Sometimes it's rumination. Sometimes, if you've been hurt enough, your mind simply becomes very good at scanning people for danger. And there's a huge difference between seeing clearly and assuming you can see through everyone. Because yes, people wear masks, and so do you. People hide fear behind confidence. So do you. People want approval, status, love, safety, belonging. So do you. And maybe that is where intelligence begins turning into wisdom. Not when you become better at exposing everyone else, but when you become brave enough to see yourself too. Because intelligence can dissect the flower. Wisdom can still smell it. Intelligence can analyze the sunset. Wisdom knows when to stop asking why and just watch. Maybe the real curse isn't knowing too much. Maybe it is being unable to put knowing down. And there's another trap here, a spiritual one. The thought, I am awake and everybody else is asleep, may itself be one of the last dreams of the ego. Think about that. You can become so identified with being the one who sees through everything that awareness itself becomes another identity. You start calling isolation depth. You call distrust discernment. You call loneliness being different. And slowly, clarity becomes a wall. Because not every pattern is truth. Not every intuition is revelation. Not every lonely person is awakened. And not every simple person is asleep. Sometimes that person laughing loudly at the table isn't less conscious than you. Maybe they just know how to be there, fully there, and perhaps that is something intelligence sometimes forgets. Real wisdom doesn't make you colder. It makes you more compassionate. It sees the fake smile and also sees the scared human being behind it. It notices the game without hating the players. It understands the system without allowing the system to steal its peace. It recognizes darkness without becoming dark. So no, you don't need to become less intelligent. You don't need to play dumb, and you don't need to shrink yourself just to belong. But you also don't have to analyze every moment until there is nothing left to experience. Sometimes, the wisest thing you can do is stop standing outside of life, studying it. Laugh, dance badly, have the simple conversation, love imperfect people. Let yourself be surprised. Let yourself not know. Because awakening is not about seeing darkness everywhere. It is being able to see the machinery without losing the magic, to understand human games and still love humans, to see clearly without losing your ability to experience what you see. That is when awareness stops being a curse and becomes wisdom.